Hey folks, this is a going to be a martial art video. Have to be careful because I drive in an alley and people like to speed. I just One of the most dangerous areas with people driving and they're on their phones, or you can see is. And I'm not claiming I'm perfect because sometimes I'm on my phone, but as best as possible, it's I'm on my phone to like click something, not to like constant look at a channel. But anyway, when is it time to leave the place you train? When's the best time to leave the place you train? That's either self-defense for my case, or less lethal, or wherever you train in. When's the best time? Is basically when they don't feel like they appreciate you. A lot of times when they don't have any connection to you as a person, ask about your family. It depends. If it's a big studio, it's hard. I trained at a place that one time it had 30 students, and it was a lot of people. But I had a guy, but the owner though, he may not knew me directly, but he knew of me, which it was an honor because he's a legend in Kansas City area by the name of Jason Bircher, if I'm correct, KCBJJ. And actually, when I did my one and only BJJ tournament, he recognized me. He said, "Hey, how's it going, man?" So I felt honored. A lot of times when you really like, man, I don't want to go to this place anymore, man. I don't want to do this, and a lot of times you have a sense of loyalty, a sense of familiarity. People know you. When you go somewhere new, you got to start all over and introduce yourself and your ability, and you got to train with people and their personalities. I train with people, for the most part, I like. It's just a few people I don't like, but it's not. I tend to give people grace. That's just how I am. But it's just I put it as education. Like somebody needs to just tell them, hey, it's only one person I trained. I hated his guts. And it's funny that he came in two of the places, and both the teachers, they allowed him to come back. I refused to train with him. It was that bad. When it's just when you don't feel celebrated, they feel like they tolerate you, but they don't celebrate you. Sometimes it's time to find new horizons, new places, and that's not only just for martial arts. That's in anything. That's in churches. That's in organizations belong to. When you feel like, man, they care nothing about you except your money. Nobody want that. For me, I put a lot of time in my martial arts. I mean, literally 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday. I put in my martial arts, and I don't train in places where I feel like I'm not acknowledged or my opinions doesn't matter. I don't train in places. I did for a few places, and for me, I'm loyal. I'm extremely loyal. But I got to a point maybe about 2 years ago is why I'm tolerate this. This is not putting food on my table. I'm paying them for a service, not the other way around. I should enjoy what I like doing. And literally, I had a place in my BJJ. It was an instructor, and he was very good, very good. Gonna be a world champion. Nice person, but his drills was just hard. I mean, I just could not do his drills. It would be drills like you take a rope or you take your belt and you lay on the ground and you pull them to one side to another, which is nothing wrong with that drill, but I just couldn't do it. I just didn't have the strength to pull a guy that was about 280. As much as, trust me, I'm a person that has always pride himself on his strength and working out ability. I just couldn't do it, and I felt some type of way because I didn't want to feel like I'm slowing down the class because of my ability. And it was just to a point where I was literally avoiding the beginning exercise drills just to avoid some of the stuff he was doing. He took a position out to another area, and he's very good. But it's one thing to be very good, and it's another to train people. You have to understand where they are, the psychology of who they are, kind of, if best as possible, kind of, accommodate the people that service your business, and listen when they have concerns. Sometimes, a place is not a good fit, no matter on the owner's side or you paying for you paying for a service. Sometimes it's just not a good fit. I did a Krav Maga class. The owner was very good, very nice person. I thought his staff was kind of, greedy on trying to buy their equipment, their clothing, their shirts, and make you feel a certain type of way if you don't get their equipment. But the kicker for me was I had a person who was very good. All these trainers are good, but he knew he was good, and he tried to show you physically that he was better than you. And the moment, and he kicked my ankle, and the moment I saw his reaction, where he seemed like he didn't care, that was the last day I trained. I quit my service. Thank God there was no type of contract, but I don't know if he's still training there, but if nobody want to train with you if you're not a nice person. I don't care how good you are, but if you're a jerk, nobody gonna put their hard-earned money. They may take it for a little bit, and sometimes martial arts can have a cult-like following. But I am 46 years old. I have no loyalty to anybody except my family and Jesus. A business is I have no loyalty to any human being. So if I feel like you're not having my best interest at heart, and I feel like you're endangering my life, or making it hard for me, or making me feel guilty for having concerns, I do not need your business. In the last 3 years, including COVID, I have quit 2 places, and at that point, I was loyal to that place for three or 4 years. Um, some of was timing, sometimes just the times didn't meet up, and just the drive, try, change, get home, take a shower. I always take a shower before I train. I do not want my smell of the day on my training partner. And then I was saying, what am I doing this for? Why am I happy going to the place that's supposed to be my, my relaxation and my thrill? And I quit. I quit, and at that point, I was a brown belt working my way up, and it was a particular student there I did not like. I didn't like his approach. I didn't like the way he kind of operated, and I felt there was a little favoritism with the sensei and that person. So I said, why am I doing this for? Like I felt like this person was getting belt promotion based upon favoritism. Not that I live for it, but I work my butt off for what I do. And then I said, this is, this not, I want to do that. Luckily, I can talk to the owner in the last 2 months, and we kind of on better terms. We have no problem going back. It's just the timing. It's just hard. And then this other place was, they changed the time, and the time interfered with my karate, which is always my base. And then I had a guy there that was huge. He was 330 pounds, and I'm a big guy, but he was like 22, but he did his moves very hard, and it was extremely painful, and he really hurt when he drove people down. It's a way you can do things that you can do the same effectiveness but not hurt somebody. But he actually hurt, and I said to myself, oh no, I ain't doing this. It wasn't worth it. I mean, it wasn't worth it. I'm 46. This guy was in his 20s, trying to prove his power. And you can't be good to your training partners, you have no business doing martial arts, because nobody want to train with you after a while. So, and I'm like, I don't need this. And I was already doing jiu-jitsu, so to do jiu-jitsu somewhere else, and this guy going full-fledged like we tournament, I'm like, I'm not doing this. So, and that was my reason. At all given time, I want to be celebrated, not tolerated. So that's my reason. That's my thinking. So have a good one.